So I just want to say about one other thing that we spoke about last week in when we was doing reviews. We spoke about Christmas movies and different things, and I said to you about violent Christmas movies. There seems to be a few about lately. Now I saw a trailer. I think it's Silent Night 2. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but I'm interested to see it.
I'm sure it's Silent Night 2. It's got the from David from Stranger Things and the Avengers or the new Avengers. Um,
Another
I,
one.
I've got to say, I found it really funny. I just thought, okay, that looks good. I won't say it changed my mind on the theory of it, but when I watched it, it was. I think maybe it's just the way the trailer does it that it wasn't as serious because a
Yeah,
couple of the Christmas things have been done serious, shotguns, blah blah blah. Um,
I just hope it isn't the same as Scary Movie when they do the advert. The advert looks really good, and then the film's
well, it's kind of got a scary. I won't say it's got a scary movie feel, but there's some funny things. There's a time when he grabs hold of like this. I don't want to give anything away, and I hope if there's children watching, I do apologise. That he gets hold of like a gingerbread cutter to get a shape. When you're making gingerbread, and he punches this guy in the head. And he goes like that, he goes, ah! And like you get this gingerbread skin shape on the floor, It's it was actually quite humorous to watch it. And I just thought, actually, that is done how it perhaps it should be, rather than some of these, because it was more comedy humor, I suppose,
yeah,
rather than perhaps just a violent house being burgled and Santa's going to come save these people who've been rescued, whatever.
yeah. That's like Winnie the Pooh. They
Oh
had
yeah, they did those, didn't they?
a
Yeah, I watched it.
horror, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, Leanne was like, I know you hate like kids things. I can't stand kids things. It bores me to death, right? But she said to me, it's a horror, and he goes around killing. I was like, okay, let's give it a watch. And so we watched it. It is the most pointless film I've ever sat through in my entire life, and that's including Scary Movie 6.
Mm.
It was
Now I
so
know the ones you
terrible.
mean because I did start to watch them myself, and I was getting a bit whether the costumes, if you want to call them costumes, were a bit, a bit nah,
Yeah.
or just made for the sake of it. And I think for some of us who grew up with it, it's not what you want to see. To
No,
be
not at
honest,
all. And because when I watched it, I thought about it today and realised what you were saying previously. Like the same as Christmas, it has a feeling to it, and you don't want to destroy that feeling. Now, with Christmas, there's more than one thing you can do with Christmas. With Winnie the Pooh, that is the character. So it's like you're wrecking the whole bloody thing. But
Mm.
I mean, it's a nice idea. Um, but if they're gonna do it and they want to do it about something so worldwide known, do it bloody good. Talking about Christmas though, so you gave us a challenge to do a Christmas story, and you said to me we've got a very short time and until the end of this year. Sorry, Daisy, go and eat some chicken. We've got some chickens in the garden. I'm only joking. Um, so you gave us a challenge to make a Christmas book, and I said to you that I was going to make a book. I had an idea about it, and but anyway, the story has now been. I say the book hasn't been written, but the base of the story has been written and completed and approved. So the the base of the story, and because the way that you reacted to the first description I gave, I've changed it a little bit. So
It's your story.
yeah, so
It's your
it's a
story.
short story, and this guy, he believes in Santa Claus, right? He believes in Santa until he's like 38 years old. And then he gets told that Santa isn't real. And he feels he's been lied to for his entire life. But at that age, he's still getting presents from his mum and dad via Santa. He thinks being mugged off. So he travels the whole world to North Pole. He finds Santa. He does still kill Santa. But when he kills Santa and returns home, no one has any presents in the whole world that Christmas. So he has to travel back to the North Pole. It makes me laugh because it's so pathetic. But he travels all the way back to the North Pole, and he takes over the Christmas, the elves and the North Pole, and to create all these presents and stuff. But the elves don't want to know him because the elves have killed their big boss and their best friend. So the elves then turn evil towards him, and he has to win him over. And the elves go to him, right, you got one bloody choice, mate. You get one choice. You can either carry on or have one wish, and that's it. And he has one wish, and his wish is to bring back Santa to life, of which he does. And then it's all lovey-dovey from there. Well, not lovey-dovey. It's not a gay thing. There's nothing wrong with a gay thing, but this is not gay.
It kind of reminds me, but a bit darker, of like the Fred clause. You know Fred clause.
Yes, yes.
It kind of reminds me a tad of that. What you're saying, where you get the inspector wanting to close down Father Christmas because he weren't happy with what he got or whatever.
Yeah.
Just in a bit more advancing.
It's just messed up. But I tell you what, I really appreciate you giving us that task and giving us a time limit, because obviously to get it out and written in that short time, we had to get a storyline template out. So that's out in December. So the writing's begun now. But the template's there. It's going to be a great book when it's out. I hope it is anyway. It's probably, I'm not going to lie to you, it's probably going to be a freebie.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, because if you can do stuff to promote,
yeah,
get your name out there more, because if people enjoy that, then they might look up the name or try and get other stories,
Definitely.
So there's not always, I don't think, anything wrong with giving free bits or clips or stories out to build up.
Saying that, the Woodhouse is up there. The Woodhouse Stories collection is now free for Amazon Kindle Unlimited members. So you can read it for free, absolutely free, on Amazon Kindle Unlimited. But that is for, pardon the pun, a limited time.
The truth is always closer than you think. The Auntie's Son by Michael Woodhouse. Out now. Discover it as part of the Woodhouse Stories collection, available on Amazon Books, Kindle, Kindle Unlimited, and Lulu Direct.